As our travels continue with our Taste of Connecticut episode, we're now here in Hamden on Whitney Avenue at the famous Griffs Chicken Shack restaurant, and we're going to enjoy lots of good food here. Let's go inside and see the gang. Hey, Scott. Scott Griffin, the owner.
Hey, Jim. How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you.
Nice
Let's
to
go
see
inside. Time to eat. You got it.
Want to feel like you're in Key West, Florida, without having to leave Connecticut? That down-home Southern cooking you're craving, served in a relaxed, comfortable atmosphere, without having to leave Connecticut? Then you've got to come right here to Griff's Chicken Shack restaurant on Whitney Avenue in Hamden, best known for their award-winning chicken fingers. At Griff's, everything is made to order, fresh on the premises.
Now we're behind the scenes in the kitchen here at Griff's Chicken Shack restaurant in Hamden. This is Courtney. Good to see you, Courtney.
Good to see you.
Welcome to the show. I hear we're going to make something pretty famous at Griff's called the Elvis, huh?
Indeed, we are.
Now, what's the Elvis about? What's in it?
Basically, down south home cooking good food.
Good stuff, huh?
I mean, you can't really go anywhere else to get this quality food.
Yeah, it looks
You got
good
your
already.
Slow cooked pulled pork, fried chicken, and cheese.
Can you make one
Three
for us?
classics. Mhm.
Fantastic. So you start off with the wrap, right?
Yep.
And
then
then
your
the
essential pulled pork.
pulled pork, okay.
Can't do without it.
Very good. There we go. There's the chicken. Slice that up. That looks so good.
And then this is our island sauce.
All
Nothing too
homemade here,
special,
right?
But it's all homemade, yeah. You can get any sauce, put it on there. We have people do ranch, buffalo, blue cheese.
Look at that, folks. Doesn't that look good? Wow.
It's just a little, some people like it heavy, some people like it light.
That looks really hearty there, the Elvis.
Oh yeah. And I tried to use less, but you can see it's a hearty meal.
This is actually a smaller one?
Yeah.
You make them even bigger, huh?
Exactly.
Wow. Does that look great, folks? We're going to try this and lots more in the dining room here at Griff's.
And that's ready to sell.
Jim Masters, Connecticut Perspective TV, surrounded by lots of great food here. And this is Scott Griffin. He is the owner of this famous place here on Whitney Avenue. Good to see you, Scott.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for welcoming us into your fabulous restaurant.
No problem.
Now tell us, what was the vision when you created Griff's Chicken Shack restaurant? It does have sort of a Floridian southern feel to it.
Yeah, it's well, I grew up in the Florida Panhandle, so that part of Florida is there's a lot of influences there. That's it's south. It's close to New Orleans, so there's a lot of that. It's on the water, so it's got a nice Gulf feel to it. You know, a little bit of a Key West type thing. But when I moved to Connecticut many years ago, I realized that stuff like this I took for granted, so I had to learn how to do it myself.
I see all these dipping sauces. Let's start with that. What are the different, I mean, this is
these,
just a few of the dipping sauces, right?
This is 8 of the 14 sauces that we make here. It all comes in a cup, so it's for dipping, for chicken. You put it on the pulled pork.
Right.
We've got a buffalo. We've got a couple different barbecues. The Bobcat barbecue, which is a signature. Carolina mustard.
Nice.
Key West right there is one of the favorites.
That's
it's a nice creamy lime flavor.
Yeah.
Sweet chili, and this is a hot barbecue, burn and love barbecue with a little chipotle in it.
Nice.
And a little nod to Elvis.
Fantastic. Speaking of Elvis, we made this with Courtney in the kitchen there. This is the Elvis, all finished and ready to go. And describe that again a little bit for us. What is this, and what was the vision as far as calling it, the inspiration to call it an Elvis?
It's the king.
The king.
It's the king. It's got our pulled pork on it. It's got the fried chicken on it, plus a little shredded cheddar and any sauce that you want.
Is the king. Now, of course, you can't go wrong with this.
The
chicken
fried
fingers.
chicken here is kind of the centerpiece of the place. That's what we started it with this. We do just the breast tender cuts.
Yeah.
So it's fried chicken, but it's boneless and it's easy to eat and easy to dip, which is, I love sauce.
Healthier and better and good quality too, is the real.
Right.
Now there's some sort of a contest or something goes on in terms of how many of these you can eat
We've
sitting?
got the challenge,
What's that
that's
about?
right. Well, we started out with some guys just coming in and eating a lot one day, and I decided to take their picture just for the heck of it and stuck it on the wall, and it kind of grew into what you see on the wall over there, the Wall of Fame. Right now, the leader is 32.
32 of these in an hour?
In an hour, yeah.
Wow. Can you imagine that? What's in front of us here? Is that
And
pulled pork?
this is our pulled pork sandwich. It's
coleslaw.
fresh pulled. Pulled pork is supposed to be pulled by hand.
Right.
It's not just ground up in a grinder like you see in a lot of places. So
Exactly.
This is the fried catfish.
Is it really?
Right.
Fried catfish. Wow.
Yeah, we started that a couple Lents ago.
It almost looks like fried chicken in a way.
Right, yeah.
Sure.
So we've got the hush puppies here, tartar sauce, lemon, also comes with fries and coleslaw in the dinner.
Nice, huh? Let's take a look at some of these sides. You got a lot of good sides here.
All right, we've got
Can't go wrong
this is
with
the Shack mac and cheese here.
Yeah.
And this is our,
This is the baked beans.
this is the red beans and rice.
Oh,
One of my New Orleans favorites. So if I go to New Orleans, I'm eating red beans and rice.
Absolutely.
So I made it to try to match that. The gumbo here, this is chicken and andouille sausage gumbo.
Wow.
Also made from scratch.
Look at that.
Make the roux from scratch, everything. So
Cool. Now this here, what do we got?
last one is the jambalaya.
Oh, yeah.
Again, chicken and andouille sausage jambalaya.
Nice
Made from
stuff.
scratch. Everything's cut by hand.
And then, of course, to finish it off with key lime pie.
Ah, yes, my wife's key lime pie.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow, look at that. And this is how they eat it. They'll eat it right out of the plastic. Just
Eat it any way you can get it.
quick and easy.
Yep.
Good finger food you don't have to worry about. We wish you continued success
All right, thank you, and you too.
at Griff's Chicken Shack Restaurant in Hamden.
None better around that I've ever had. You've got the pulled pork, you got the wraps. I mean, he just does everything for you. And just the homey environment. We got the pictures on the wall behind
the
us.
kids'
And,
pictures,
I
yeah.
mean, we got. I mean, there's a game on. You can watch it on the TV. I mean, it's just such a really good place to come out to eat. So.
Another great meal and a memorable time with our friends at Griff's Chicken Shack Restaurant on Whitney Avenue in Hamden. We'll be back real soon. Can't wait.